Hi everybody, it's Deb Dowdy, your business success and personal development life coach, and today I am fired up. I want to talk to you about you. You know, I get so, I get people, and this really hurts my heart, I get people saying, that they don't even love themselves. And I'm here to tell you that if you don't love yourself first and foremost, how in the world are you going to be able to love anybody else really wholeheartedly, 100% authentically? And, I know that our God, I know that the divine entity that we have loves you, right? He loves you. She loves you. The universe loves you. Whatever you want to call what your God is, loves you. And I know that we were created here on this earth to be able to spread love, right? So I come with a sad heart actually almost today with you, because I'm hearing, I'm reading things and people are kind of, telling me other friends who are just like their self-esteem is taking a hit and everything else. And it's because they really don't know in their heart how to love themselves. So I'm just going to give you a couple quick tips. And I know this is not like the end all be all, okay? So let me just say that first and foremost. But I'm going to tell you a few things that I know over the years really have helped me. And when I am doing my coaching with my clients, there's some, some of the personal development things when I'm working with people that are in businesses. And, there's always ups and downs and things that come and go all around, right? But the main thing is when I'm talking about them and getting them back on track themselves personally, it goes down to knowing that you're enough, okay? That you are enough. So there's a simple practice, and I know a lot of therapists out there, actually, a lot of the holistic practitioners that I actually have the privilege of working with and friends and things like that, I know that they share this with some of their clients, of course, as well, where, and this sounds really, really, really simple, and it is. And at first you're going to be like, oh my gosh, really? Yes, really. I want you to try this, okay? I want you to, first of all, when you get up out of bed every day, one of the things that I say all the time is thank you, God, for another day that I was not promised. Thank you. Thank you. I wake up and give thanks every single day, because you know what? That is the truth. We have no idea what the day holds, and we are not promised tomorrow, are we? So we have to make the best of every day. So wake up with gratitude. And then I want you to look at yourself in the mirror every morning. And every time you're driving, when you're at the stoplight, instead of getting on the phone, okay, I want you to do something productive for the next 30 days. Meaning, okay, not that on the phone is not productive if you, kind of fitting in some of your business here and there, okay? That's not what I mean, okay? But I want you to look in the mirror, and when you're driving and you're at a stop, okay, look in the mirror. And I want you to practice this, and I just want you to look. It's called eye gazing, okay? There is a term, and it's called eye gazing. Look at yourself in the mirror and look at yourself in your right eye so you can kind of focus, okay? Now, and tell yourself, I love you. I know it's crazy, right? Just say, I love you. I love you. Make pretend it's with your, significant other or one of your children or your spouse, okay? Make pretend you have your hands in their face, and you're telling them, I love you. I want you to look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself that you love you. I love you, okay? This morning I was saying, I love you. I love you. You're a beautiful person. Your tone and your fit, and I love you. I love you. So I would say, I love you. I'm a beautiful person, and I'm toned and I'm fit. I love you. I'm a beautiful person and I'm toned and I'm fit, right? Whatever it is that I wanted to focus on. But I always am so grateful for the gift of being alive, right? And I do, and I had to get back to loving myself years ago when I was going through a really, really hard time. So I talk about the things, not just that, oh yeah, sure, it's easy for you, that everything is great. No, not everything has been great all my life, but I practice the things while they're not great to be able to ensure that my mind is going right and that my mindset is right. So again, you want to keep telling yourself you love yourself. No matter what it is that you think about yourself right now, I want you to know that you are love, you come from love, and you can still give love. But you've got to go back in your heart and love yourself first. So look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself every single day that you love yourself, okay? And what'll start happening is you'll start being able to smile a little bit more, right? You'll start to be like, wow, okay, you know what? I do. I need to focus on self-care, self-love, self-nurture. So I want you to also think about what are some things that you do actually to take care of yourself. What is the self-nurturing things that you like? Because again, you probably wear so many different hats, don't you? I know I do. So you have to be able to have what I would call a personal prescription, okay? And you know what? You know where that term came from? I will tell you. Years ago, when I was going through some really devastating times in my family, I was going through a really, really nasty divorce, and some things were going on, you know, with my children, and just, you know, trying to get through it all and everything. You know, what did I do? I reached out, right? I called up to Wise Wisdom, right? So you always have to call up, not necessarily kind of chit chat with all your friends and everything who, you know, don't necessarily know all the advice to give you, right? Sometimes you have to seek professionals to be able to do that. So I actually had a spiritual and life coach that I actually talked to, but it was a very, very hard time. You know what? And who coaches the coaches, right? Other coaches, right, that are experts in doing what they do. And one of the things that, you know, I got taught back when is to have a personal prescription. What is your personal prescription every day that you do to self-nurture, okay, to fill your own cup up? So I'm going to ask you, what do you do to take care of yourself? Because especially if you're a mom and you're a wife and you're running a business, there is so many different hats, aren't there? So many different hats. So you've got to be able to balance and shift and go from one thing to another. I know that, but you tend to be the nurturer, right? So if you don't nurture yourself, how in the world are you really going to nurture everybody else in your family? How are you going to nurture your business? How are you going to have the time, the energy, and put forth the effort that it takes in your business if you're not taking care of yourself? So I want you to know that you are loved, and that you can get back to loving yourself and find, you know, think about when you were little. Think about when you were a little girl or a little boy, okay? Think about those dreams that you had. Think about, you know, how daring you were because, you know, you didn't have any fear, right? You didn't have that fear. You were just like, go, right? Go back to some of those memories and think about those times and think about, wow, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You know, I used to just, you know, go and not be fear-based, and I was always happy, and, you know, those things. So have, you know, the faith like a child, right? And go back and just make those memories and just believe in yourself that you can do anything because you can. And see, here's my kitty. So let me bring her up. This is my kitty, Willow. See, and she's love. And she's loving, right? So I want you to, again, to know that so many people just are unhappy. So go back and just keep telling yourself that you are loved and that you are loving and that you're a lovable person, right? Keep saying that over and over and over again, because what you focus on, you can bring about. Okay, so that's just a quick little tips for today. And I mean, this subject goes so much deeper than that, but I just want you to practice looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself that you are loved and that you are enough. You know why? Because I believe, and I'll talk about this another time, but I believe that, and I found statistics, and I have followed other experts in this area, that, you know, people not feeling that they're enough, that is really what the number one cause is to anxiety and depression. And it hurts my heart. So another time we'll go and talk to a little bit more about that, but just know that I would encourage you to tell yourself and look at yourself every day in the mirror and tell yourself that you are loved and that you are lovable, and when you stop at the car, right, look in the mirror and say that to yourself too. Write it out if you need to, okay? And just know that you are enough. So my friends and I, we actually have on our mirrors, you know, I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. It's a little exercise that we did, and told my girls about it as well, and they have it on their mirrors. So you have a reminder every single day that you are enough. And I will talk about that another time as well. But for now, I hope you got a couple great tips, and just know that I am just rooting for you. I am in your amen corner, and when you have a busy life and a busy business, you have got to get back to being able to love yourself so you can move forward and be that happy person that you want to be. And until then, remember, it is a choice. So make it a great day, guys. Bye-bye. Willow.